see a lot of blood in her chest, okay? And the heart is beating, and then you're going to see a pericardium, and in order to get into the heart, you have to open the pericardium, okay? So the next step will be the naked tissue forceps and a cautery. They're going to open the pericardium, and they're going to have to place in, I don't have these, pericardial stitches. And the stitch that they usually use is a heavy silk. It's usually number 1 silk on an MH needle, the large needle, okay? You're going to need 2 of them. And the surgeon is going to release each suture at least twice, maybe 3 times on each side. They're going to pass it through the pericardium, and they're going to anchor the sutures to the green towel, okay? 3 and 3. So now you have the heart exposed. By now there's probably blood everywhere, okay? And now it's time to examine the heart, okay? So at this point, the surgeon is going to have a look at the heart and determine whether the injury can be fixed while the heart is beating, or if you need to go on cardiopulmonary bypass, okay? So if the injury can be fixed while the heart is beating, they're most likely going to ask for some sort of a Prolene stitch, 3-0, 4-0. It really depends on whether a suture oversewing, what they're fixing, how big the injury is, but it's usually a Prolene suture, okay? They can also ask for a felt. We have a variety of felts. We have the ones that are super, super tiny that they use in vascular. They're pre-cut, very small. We also have a bigger ones, okay? And then we have this giant one, okay? If you open this, they're gonna tell you exactly how big of a pledget they want, or they may even cut it themselves, okay? Another thing they may ask for is a pericardial patch, okay? We have 2 of these on the floor. The felt and the pericardial patch, they live outside of Theta 5 on a thoracic cart. There's also one that lives on a vascular cart outside of Theta 1, okay? If you ever use one, okay, let Vicky know so she can reorder, okay? If you're on evenings or on nights, let your charge nurse know, and she can deal with that, okay? We can never be left without one, okay? We always have to have one on the floor.
If it's a weekend, let's say a long weekend, and you use it on a Friday night, you can call St. Boniface and see if they can spare one. They can send one over temporarily, just to have it on hand.
They can also ask for a bio glue to go with, okay? My understanding is we have a variety of sizes. Also, all of this is on a thoracic cart outside of
They're all the same size.
okay? They kind of all live together, so if you ever need them, just grab them.
Well, I have like two cases, so
Okay,
we shouldn't let
so if that's all they're gonna be doing, either just a Prolene stitch, felt, bio glue, or the pericardial patch, that may be all they're doing, and if that will fix the injury, they're going to proceed with sternal closure, okay? If not, if it can be fixed while the heart is beating, you're gonna have to go to pulmonary bypass. In order to do that, you're going to need a few more items. One of them being a table pack, okay? It comes like this. And you're going to need aortic cannula and a venous cannula, okay? These items do not live on a cardiac cart. They'll be given to you by perfusionists, okay? Because we don't know what size of these cannulas we're gonna be using. It depends on the patient's size, okay? And this table pack comes in their sterile setup when they're setting up their pump. So we also, that's the reason why we don't keep them on a cardiac cart. Okay, so these 2 will be given to you our perfusionist. Okay, the table pack, when you open it, you're gonna have a variety of tubings. Okay, the main tubing that you are going to need is this one. It's a loop, it comes folded like this. Okay, and you're gonna have additional tubings in the pack. Do not worry about these. Don't throw them out, put them in your basin, put them in your pan. I don't care where you put them, just keep them, okay? So this will be your main tubing, and note there is a red cap and a blue cap, red for arterial, blue for venous, okay? This needs to be placed on a sterile field in a specific way, okay? Also note that there's a connector here in the middle. The surgeon will help you with this, okay? But just this is for your information, okay? So when you're placing in your field, the connector is gonna be kind of on your side because this will be your side, okay? This end will be handed off to me.
Sandy? Sandy will take it.
Just start with the one that, do you have
I don't, but we're just gonna talk about it.
okay, just, but we could get you one, you
Yeah.
can see it. Yeah, why don't we grab one,
Okay.
because that's, we
Sure.
don't connect.
If
it
you have a
with
spare one.
Yeah, yeah. we will.
Okay, so this is gonna be anchored just with towel. What?
Half off the resumes. And then, because they're two.
And then this end,
So typically, they just hand it back to us, and it's all messed up like this, and they hold it, and we
And
start.
you want another one?
I'm just making it
We
nice.
just make it, we just fix it.
We also have a towel clip here on the side with the umbilical tape on the handle. And this end of the tubing, the surgeon is going to tie it with the tape.
Actually, usually now they don't, they just put it over, but that's fine.
Okay. So it's going to be like this, and now the perfusionists need to prime the tubing, flush it, make sure there is no bubbles, okay? And now we're gonna have to divide the tubing, okay? It's going to be the surgeon doing it, and this is when you're going to need your two tubing clamps, okay? One on each side of a connector. Okay, double cut it.
Surgeon does it and he has to communicate with perfusionists to make sure that the turns are not still.
And this connector you can discard, okay? You will not need this. Now you're left with two ends of tubing. This one is a 1/2 inch to accommodate the aortic cannula.
Venus.
Sorry, this one is a 3/4 inch to accommodate the aortic cannula, and this one is a 1/2 inch to accommodate the venous cannula. Okay, so this is 318 to 318, and this is 1/2 to 1/2. You need a 1/2 by 1/2 connector. You guys give that connector?
Yeah, so you'll get the connector and the cannulas from us.
Okay,
We
so
don't need to know
now
what to ask for though, right? You guys are gonna know, you're just gonna give us
you
the right
will
stuff.
give all of this, the table pack, the cannulas, the connector, perfusion will give you that, okay? The surgeon will divide the tubing, and now it's ready to go, okay? The next step you're gonna do is to put in the first string sutures for the aortic cannulation and then the venous cannulation, okay? And to do that, you're gonna have two trioprolines on a small needle. We used to have RB bonds, now it's a C bond. So you're gonna have two of these. You're going to load both ends on the needle driver, okay? You're also going to need a Dremel tourniquet. You're going to need a hole step and a straight scissors. Okay? Few things to remember when you're putting these first string is SSS. Scissors, snare, snap. If you remember that, it's gonna be very helpful to you because things are gonna be happening fairly quickly, okay? So the surgeon is going to put one stitch in, then they're gonna drop the needle driver, they're gonna put the second stitch in, do what they need to do. Then both of these sutures are going to be, like the loop is going to be in aorta. Then he's going to clamp both ends with the needle driver. Like so, okay? The next thing will be scissor to cut this, snare to snare the suture, and they're going to put a hole step on the end of the suture, okay? Scissor, snare, snap. You're going to do it twice for the aorta, okay? And now, the aorta is ready for the cannulation. So the next step will be 11 blade. They're going to stab the aorta. You're going to need a mosquito to open the wall a little bit. And then they're going to slide the arterial cannula into the aorta. Okay? The next step will be to snare down. To snare down the sutures with the cannula, because this is what's going to hold the cannula in place, okay? So it's gonna be pretty much like this. The rubber snare is gonna be on each side of the cannula, holding it in, okay? Next step will be heavy silk tie. We used to have the number 2 silk ties. Now it's number 1. You're going to need probably 2 of them to tie this together, okay, to secure it in place. Now, when this is secured, next thing you're gonna need will be a tubing clamp, okay? So this is gonna be in, they're going to ask for tubing clamp, this is gonna come out. You're going to need a septofill with saline, okay? They're going to bring these 2 ends together. As you're kind of filling it with the saline, make sure there's no bubbles. They will connect it. And that will be it for the arterial part, okay? Septic, yeah. Because this is going to be primed and flushed, so the solution is probably going to be all the way up to here, and now you're left with this without anything in it,
So
okay?
actually, all the surgeons now
Mhm.
will tell us to go for it.
Oh, they will?
So
Okay.
you won't do that.
Okay, so they'll tell them,
So you
they'll
don't
tell
have
them to roll it up, and we'll slowly open the clamp, and you'll see the fluid coming out here, and they're going to connect this without any,
Yeah, so you don't have to,
Yeah.
syringe
Okay.
anything in, they're gonna redo it, so you don't have to worry about that for the connection.
Okay, so that's it for the aortic cannulation. You're gonna leave this, just let it be. And you're going to proceed to venous cannulation. For venous cannulation, we're going to be using slightly bigger stitch. It's a trioproline again, but it's on an SH needle, double again. And, you're going to repeat what you did before. The suture's gonna go in, scissors, snares now, okay? And you're only going to do it once, okay? Once the suture is in, this is when the spoon pot's coming, Laura, okay? So they're just going to grab the appendage of the IVC, inferior vena cava. They're going to clamp it with this clamp, okay? And the next thing you're going to need is a couple of debate tissue forceps and a messing bone scissors just to cut the tip of the appendage, okay? And now the area is prepared for the venous cannula, okay? This is your venous cannula, 2-stage, this comes out, okay? So they're going to insert this, and this tubing with the 1/2x1/2 connector will be attached in here.
And here they may ask you to.
Here they may ask you for the septic with a saline, okay? So now you have both cannulas in, everything is secured. If everything is okay with perfusion, if there is no bubbles, no issues, nothing that they need to tighten or kind of get rid of, then the bypass can begin. And the surgeon can fix the injury, the surgeon can fix the injury while the heart is
Still.
still.
So, no. So we'll just fix that.
No.
So what bypass does is decompress the heart.
Yeah.
It does, we're not gonna stop the heart.
Yeah. We're
The
not-
heart will beat.
Yeah.
But what we do is we're draining the blood to collapse the heart so that they can do the repair. So, for this, that's what they would do. The stop.
We were not gonna go into.
Yeah, we'll just tell you,
routine or anything.
we're not gonna stop anything, we're gonna, just so you know that. And then the only other thing right at the beginning is, when you open up the chest, you all know how to do this, it'll be the cell saver. So whatever's in there is going to the cell saver as fast as it can. So it won't be, like, as welling up, it just gets sucked out and we'll be giving it back to anesthesia. So that's your scavenger part. So now, then I just have a question. So your other lines, if this were to occur, are we thinking we're hooking up some other lines?
No,
or
we're
just
not,
gonna
we're
let-
not thinking in those terms, no.
Okay.
We're just keeping all of that, we just wanted to go over
Okay,
the basics,
okay.
just to have, we were not even gonna talk about root needle and
Yeah,
cardiac.
no,
lesion. I
and
mean,
'cause
we
there's
can
no-
talk about it at the end, but we just don't have,
No, and there's no point in that,
Yeah.
because that's not what's gonna happen, because that's not what is happening here, that injury
yeah.
is not something that we need to do
Yeah.
that.
This was pretty much just to get.
Okay,
them
that's
on
good, I just
file.
want to know whether
Oh,
we're
yeah.
about those.
So now we're just gonna watch a quick video, it will show you how to put the stitches in and the cannula. It's